welcome back to another episode of Anarchy. Today, we're going to be taking out the mighty T-54, which has been a long grind. I bought it, I want to say a week or two ago, and then I haven't been able to be on computer for about a week. I've been pretty busy. But my Subaru runs, so that's good news. So the car's done. I don't even know what to call them. They're technically not GoPros, but I mean, I don't remember what company makes them, but they're pretty much GoPros. Long story short, I bought two of them. I think I'm gonna get more because I really like these things, and they're like 30 bucks a piece, and they come with a full GoPro case, like 4 different stands, a little camera that can record like 3 hours of footage. So I mean, that's pretty good. So I'm definitely going to stick with those, as you guys can just stare at the German tech tree, because I guess that's what I clicked on. As we go back to the Russians, though, the T-54 1947 is a pretty interesting vehicle when you first jump in it. The first couple of things you'll notice is it actually has frontal armor for a medium tank. This turret here is actually 200 millimeters thick, if you look at it, and this front plate right here is actually pretty bouncy. These side spots, right along here is where it starts to get thinner. If you get anything along here usually, and along here, obviously from the sides this vehicle is completely worthless and back like most tanks, but with that turret armor and that front plate armor, I mean, you get pretty good armor across the board on this vehicle. When it comes to speed and power, this thing is freaking insane. It says it's only 36 tons and it makes 500 horsepower pretty much. This thing definitely can hit its max speed on flat ground. It is very maneuverable for how big this vehicle is. Other things to know about it is that, like most medium tanks, you do have ammunition and fuel tanks in the front of the vehicle, which are not too much of a big deal to worry about, because honestly I usually am killed through the turret or the side of the vehicle. Other things to note about this: very quick reload for the 100mm cannon. It's 11.2 seconds. It is also has a crazy, okay, it's not that crazy, but if we pop into modifications, you can see the pen is about, I think, 200? No, it's 188 at 500 meters, which is pretty good for its tier. As you can see, you can upgrade the ammunition to 197. You can get APC or BR rounds technically for the Russians, but APCR rounds for it that are pretty high pen as well. They all have decent shell size velocity, and then a lot of them have, like this one has ballistic clap high explosives on it, and then the stock rounds also are high explosive shells. So once it's into the vehicle, it's usually a kill. As you can see, it has a TUT equivalent, fuse delay, and so on in it. So as you guys can see, it's a pretty effective vehicle. I don't even have parts for it, Jesus. I haven't played that much, like I said, but we'll pop into a realistic battle for you guys and get you some gameplay of the T-54. Other things to note about this vehicle is not much. It's very maneuverable. I try and use the gun to my advantage like always. The vehicle itself, I would still class as overpowered at this time. So, even though I finally have a T-54, my rant continues. They're still overpowered. They're very good vehicles for what tier they are, and their matchmaking. You get a 7.3 matchmaking with this thing, which is like low end tier 5, which means you'll probably just get high end tier 5, but either way, my volume seems super quiet, or maybe it might be super loud. Now it's about right for you guys. I was trying to figure out what my recording volume should be at. But other plans for this week is I am on almost 3-4 for the planes for the Americans. I gotta sit down and actually grind that out, but I don't want to play it. I just don't feel like it for the last couple days. and I haven't been able to, so that probably helps. But we finally can sit down and get a freaking video out. He died early on. We're actually gonna go left a little more. We're just gonna pretty much go with that T-54 and that IS-4 one, or IS-3. And we're gonna pick probably this. We don't have any questions that, never mind. Ignore me. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I want to find that, guys. What games do I feel like playing this week? I guess we're just gonna push up. Step over this hill. Naval Action. I have that game, and I haven't played or haven't recorded anything of it yet, which I should, because I'm finally onto a freaking different ship than the stupid cutters that you start out with.
We have taken the initiative.
Heck. And of course, A is on the other side. I wish it was not a team-based cap, but a cap, because then we could just sit here and cap A like little girls. But it's team, so I guess we're gonna actually have to fight. I see a lot of fire coming out of there, but I'm not seeing a lot of movement. We're just gonna bomb this hill and hope that we don't get murked. Because this T-54 is already up here, so I'm feeling like a pretty good shot. Is that AA railroad? Sorry, me trying to knock down the tree like always. Where in the heck? Did they get him? I hope they did. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. We bounced! Are you kidding? Oh my gosh, this is my luck, guys. I freaking bounced. Out of all the things, he's got like 50 millimeters of armor, and I freaking bounced. There's a high explosive there, the ballistic cap that you can see doing work. Typical Russians. Except for the 120 can actually pen versus the 122. So it's definitely an upgrade. Plus you get a pretty good reload time. 11 seconds is pretty quick, and that's before upgrading the crew. So I mean, you could probably weasel that down to like 9. Ooh, what is that? I don't want to push up that far.
A little more effort and victory will be ours.
Nice. There's 2, and then we're gonna try and back up and go for this AA to the left. I don't want to push though, because I don't know if anything can spawn up on the hill. It shows that the spawns aren't up here, but things spawn up here in game or before the match. So I don't know. I'm not obviously this far up the hill, but pretty close. I can't even see past this tree. Alright, I guess we're following this guy up here. He knows what he's doing. Try and use teammates to figure out where the bad guys are. I know it sounds terrible, but it's supposed to be the one who lives. Really nothing to the frickin' right of you? What are you doing? Look to the right of you. Oh, Jesus. Ignore me.
Attention to the designated grid square.
There's another one. Jesus, this is what I'm talking about with the frickin' T-54. It's like a kill a hit unless you bounce a typical me. But we can actually just sit here. I just on fire. Are you kidding me? Freaking AA. Oh Jesus, what was that?
Thank you very much.
What the heck was that? shot me in the back? Is that a bad guy or a good guy? That must be a bad guy. It is a German. Jesus, I was like, what wrecked me? And then I was like, there's this freaking tiny little guy behind me. Tiger killed me though. He's lucky I didn't kill him. I guess we'll just hop right back into the T-54 since we got a backup and I don't really care about them. I honestly use my backups because I have no other use for them. I don't even know what they're for. I mean, it's not like I'm in clan or anything where another tank of the same kind is super useful. Or I guess if you just want to grind that tank, you can use your backups, but you should just not suck and die like I did. But I mean, we squeezed 3 kills out of this thing pretty quick, and we seem to be winning the game. Even though that frickin' AA went on a rampage. And hopefully we can kill whatever heavy tank that is. Thought I saw him. Unless the teammate already killed him. There's one on the mini-map and you can see him, they marked him again. He's somewhere right on I-8 as I want to say. And I'm thinking we can sneak a 4th kill into this game, maybe a 5th before the game's over. Nah, maybe 4. I like 4. It's a solid number. Not too many, not too little. You know, you gotta get that little in between part. Nah, I'm kidding. What? I would like this next kill though. Where is he? Where? I think I might just group him. Let's see what we come up with. There's something to my left and something to my right. So casually slide down this hill. Put one in his turret. Let the AA get the kill. AA kills him. I guess we had to steal his kill. Here we go. Here's another one. Oh, it's our teammate. What am I thinking? Here's another one. Just bang. Take out your own teammate. Wow, it's a freaking quick game. There. That's how OP the T-54 is, though. I take it out in one game and I get 3 kills right off the bat, and the 4th one on some 4 unexpected Tiger that was getting raped by AA. I'm kind of sick of AA, to be honest. I would like it to be reworked a little bit, because I understand why people use it and how they use it, but it's honestly just a nuisance, because realistically, it would never be used in that kind of scenario. I mean, you might... No, you wouldn't. But I don't know. It bothers me that they are used like normal tanks and people just spray down freaking guys like us in real tanks, and then you have a damaged gun, and then you have to sit there. Like that, and then we'll pull up and get another kill. I freaking fired too. Turret. At least it's just gunners, because then we can fix. Or is that a... Oh, it's damage to the breech of my gun. Are you kidding me? No game. Alright, we got 5. We should have had 6. I freaking dicked that. Should have fired a little bit sooner. But thank you for watching. Comment and subscribe. Definitely check out my other content of the week. I'm probably going to be throwing up a video on... I don't even know when, on how, or not how to play, just a quick episode. Yay, now that we have parts. Quick episode on naval action. If you guys want to see more footage of the T-54, or anything else for that matter, I do have a decent amount of tanks. If you guys want to see anything, check out my other gameplays. I do have other footages up, but as you guys can see, I'm decently far down all the trees, as you guys should know if you watch my content. So comment and subscribe. Definitely tell me what you guys want to see next. I'll try and get farther down the British for you guys. I know I said I wanted to get all the way down here, but then I had a couple of things that really threw me off for the week. But we got the T-54 instead during that time, so that was definitely cool. But like I was saying, check out my other content. Throw in the description below what you want to see next time. Thank you for viewing. I will see you guys in the next episode of Danarchy. Danarchy out.